History was made last night. Sydney Hyde-Smith became the first woman in Mississippi elected to the Senate. Connor Dowling is a political scientist and instructor at the University of Mississippi. He says the Senate election runoff was historic for the state.
I think the fact that there was a debate sort of might have kept people's interest and reminded them, no matter how that debate turned out in terms of quote unquote, who won or lost the debate, that doesn't matter so much as it sort of kept people's attention over the 3-week period in between the first general election and now the runoff. It sort of kept people's attention.
Hyde-Smith won the election, but Dowling says Mike Espy performed better than previous Democratic candidates. Ole Miss student Kevion Taylor voted for Espy. He says despite the loss, he recognizes the fight is not over.
After this election, I am extremely hopeful. With this election and previous elections, those margins are becoming smaller and smaller.
After the election, Mississippi is receiving backlash on social media from people who are not even from the state. Most of the backlash is due to comments Hyde-Smith made about attending a public hanging. A large number of comments are seen on Twitter where people criticize the state for pushing the clock back to the days of segregation. Taylor has seen the negative comments on social media, but he realizes how far the state has come.
We still have work to do. Those margins are becoming smaller. And yes, while we still do realize that there's things that we have to get done, and there's still work to be done to try to get some other people to believe that in basic human rights, basically. But I believe that we can do it. I'm extremely hopeful.
The next big election for Mississippi will be the race for governor next November. Annie Mapp, NewsWatch, Ole Miss.
So I know he's watching. Thank you so much for everything.